remember the game Connect 4? Perhaps I'm dating myself, but I have vivid memories playing this game countless times with family and friends. The goal of this game is to connect 4 pieces of the same color diagonally, horizontally, or vertically before the other player does so. Just last week, I was at the library, and out of the blue, I saw the game Connect 4, and it immediately brought a smile to my face, recalling fun times playing this game. Today, I would like to share with you 4 words that begin with the letter C that help us meaningfully connect in our daily living. Just as one needs 4 pieces in a row in the game Connect 4, one needs these 4 C's to build authentic relationships and cultivate meaningful connections. This is a tiered approach, meaning the first C is the foundational level C, upon which the other C's are built. Let's connect 4 C's and come alive. The first C is care. Do you remember Hallmark's famous slogan, "When you care enough to send the very best"? Let's say it together. When you care enough to send the very best. Did you know this slogan was created by Mr. C.E. Goodman, a Hallmark marketing and sales executive in 1944. He scribbled the slogan on a 3x5 index card. Now, today, more than 70 years later, that very index card is proudly displayed at the company's headquarters in Kansas City. Even though this slogan was created in 1944, it still rings true today because caring is timeless. We can learn from Hallmark. I've adapted their iconic slogan to help us meaningfully connect in our daily living. When you care enough to give the very best of you. When you care enough to give the very best of you. Let's say that together. When you care enough to give the very best of you. Giving the very best of you is giving your heart. Care is all about giving your heart to create meaningful connections. The second C is calm. By calm, I mean our presence, our aura. Presence is more than simply showing up. Presence is how we show up. Artist and actor Mos Def states, "My presence speaks volumes before I say a word." Presence is about being all there, being fully present, fully focused. Are we looking at our cell phone? Are we looking at our watch? Or are we fully attentive, fully engaged? Our presence, how we show up to any given situation, can greatly impact our connection. There may be no words to say. Our presence says it all. I will always remember receiving that telephone call from my mom, sharing if I wanted to see my grandfather, I needed to come home now. I called my grandfather Pop-Up. I cared the world about him. Pop-Up was like my dad. He was a dairy farmer. Even though he didn't graduate high school, he was the most intelligent, strong, wise, caring, compassionate, loving, patient person I've ever known. Now he lay in bed at home. Hospice was there, trying to minimize the pain and provide some sort of comfort. I immediately got a flight. My mom shared with him that I was on my way to see him. During the day, his eyes were open. But after the long day of travel across country to get to Pop-Up, his eyes were closed. I will always remember sitting by his bedside, holding his hand. In that moment, the power of presence was the most meaningful connection. Our presence speaks volumes and helps us create authentic connections. The third C is core. When I think of core, I think of my favorite core exercise, holding planks. Call me crazy, but I enjoy planks. As you may know, in order to successfully hold a plank, the right alignment is critical. If we are in the right alignment, holding a plank is actually easier, and we can sustain it for longer periods of time because we are in the right alignment. If we are in the right alignment, we actually feel lighter rather than heavier holding plank because we are in the right alignment. Similarly, in creating a connection, the right alignment is critical. Our words and our actions need to be aligned in order to create a healthy connection, meaning we're not saying one thing and doing another. Our words and our actions are aligned. We are filled with integrity. In order to create a healthy connection, active listening is key. Simply put, listen more, talk less. A connection is not about me. Me, 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 me. A connection is all about we. I recently participated in a daily plank challenge, holding plank for a certain length of time each day. My challenge to you and to me is, what about a daily connection challenge? I challenge each of us to participate in a daily connection challenge, making meaningful connections with others daily priorities in our lives. Let's join together in a daily connection challenge, reaching out to one another, connecting, making that a priority, and we can start today, right here at this event. Join me in that daily connection challenge. This challenge leads me to the fourth and final C, call. This fourth C of call elevates the connection. It takes it to the next level. It's our call to action. Say yes. Now is the time. Say yes to giving the very best of you. Say yes to giving your heart. Say yes to being a calming presence. Say yes to showing up effectively. Say yes to aligning words and actions. Say yes to listening more. Say yes to focusing on we rather than me. Now is the time to say yes. We can learn from the wisdom of Howard Thurman, author, educator, philosopher, civil rights leader. To paraphrase a quote from him, don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive. The world needs more people who have come alive. So I ask you, what makes you meaningfully connect and come alive? Now is the time. Now is the time to say yes. As Nike so famously states, just do it. Now is the time to connect the 4 C's of care, calm, core, and call, and truly come alive. Thank you.